Hey, what's up guys? So we're back with another Helldivers 2 video. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So after watching like a review video and also like 3 different videos about Malevelon Creek, this is actually a video that popped up at the end of one of the videos that I saw. It is by the Templin Institute, which I watched about Malevelon Creek, and this one's called The Federation of Super Earth. Now I know I don't really know much about like Helldivers 2 except for Super Earth. They're huge on democracy, liberty, prosperity, way of life, and all that. But to really go into detail, I really don't know much about them. So that's why I'm looking into this video. And if you guys have any more information or comments you guys want to make, please put down in the comment section below and I'll get to them when I can. So without anything else, let's just jump into the video. Here we go. Last time it was red. By the way, his intro is pretty cool.
A human being is slaughtered somewhere in the galaxy, every minute of every day of every year. Alien empires, mindless terrors, and traitorous secessionists threaten the harmony of mankind's dominion. But if a single promise holds true across the bloody stars, it is this: whoever you are, wherever you come from, your death does not need to be in vain. For anyone who dies free, dies for Super Earth. The Federation of Super Earth is the sole
look at those
legal
pyramids.
government of the human species.
Wait a minute. Are the pyramids covered in some sort of glass case to like preserve them or something? Wow.
A sprawling interstellar dominion, its authority extends from the bustling heart of civilization on Super Earth Prime to the enigmatic, uncharted realms that lie beyond the Great Frontier. Between these two extremes are the countless planetary systems mankind has settled, each a unique jewel in the Federation's crown. A vast mosaic of cultures, ideas, and innovations define the interstellar nation, and together are bound to a common destiny or shared fate. Surrounded by hostile alien powers, the citizens of the Federation are currently in the midst of a series of defensive wars.
That intro
This
always
prolonged
plays when
struggle,
you log into the game.
centuries in duration, has molded the character of Super Earth in profound ways. And as the state embraces total war, the delineations between its civil society and wartime militarization are increasingly blurred. The government of Super Earth operates as a federal republic, founded on traditional Super Earth values such as freedom, liberty, and independence. This is expressed politically through the concept of managed democracy, an evolution of the earlier democratic systems that rose to total dominance in the early 21st century. Through the use of sophisticated computer-aided voting software, the participation of citizens in the democratic process is strategically managed to ensure individual voters do not need to fully understand key issues or positions. In elections, referendums, plebiscites, or policy surveys, citizens are instead asked a series of questions on how they feel, and their vote allotted to the candidate who most reflects their position. This approach removes the uncertainty inherent to earlier democratic forms of governance, in which voters could not grasp the nuances of every candidate. Super Earth instead utilizes managed democracy to distill the essence of public sentiment and inform the collective will. Executive authority is held within the office of the President of Super Earth, and legislative power exercised by the Democratic Council of Super Earth. The civil bureaucracy consists of numerous ministries, each responsible for specific sectors of governance. Citizens of Super Earth enjoy the highest standard
Got that
of living,
wallpaper.
the greatest liberty, opportunities, and potential for unfettered personal expression of any human civilization in the galaxy. All citizens are equal and assigned citizenship grade letters that distinguish how they will be segregated based on vocational aptitude, economic capacity. All citizens citizens are equal of any human civilization in the galaxy. All citizens are equal and assigned citizenship grade letters that distinguish how they will be segregated.
All citizens are equal, but they're going to be assigned grade levels and then segregated. Doesn't that contradict one another? You're equal, but you're still going to be segregated, and you're going to be given levels and grades of... All right. Maybe I'm just missing something.
Based on vocational aptitude, economic capacity, societal hierarchy, resource allocation, habitation sector, or degree of reproductive freedom.
It's kind of like today. We're all equal, but we still have social classes, wealth classes, poverty, whatever.
Citizenship points determine a citizen's grade letter, with exceptionally patriotic duties awarding more points than other, less demanding roles. This facet of individual liberty, the foundation of super-Earth society, alongside freedom and independence, is fiercely promoted and protected through systemic federal surveillance, censorship, and enforcement agencies. The galactic wide web, upon which interstellar communications rely, is monitored at all times. A mixture of official government entities and private citizens groups, meanwhile, ensure that all conversations related to Super-Earth, whether online or off, are always conducted in a positive and constructive manner.
Wow.
In the Federation, social...
Can you imagine? You just put like one negative comment on social media or, like YouTube, Instagram, and something like that, and next thing you know, you just hear a knock on the door, and then you see some of those soldiers.
Awareness and concern is encouraged at a young age, with children particularly adept at identifying harmful sentiments that more formal organizations might struggle to detect. The necessity of these programs is evident in the sheer number of alien sympathizers, terrorist cyborgs, and socialists identified and removed from society each year. Each represents a subversive element that might have otherwise gone undetected. Hundreds of thousands are routinely arrested for attempting to damage the ideological purity of the Federation and the freedom of expression it holds sacred.
Makes sense. There's always going to be those opposing.
The military apparatus of Super-Earth is divided between several branches under a central high command. Yet, interstellar campaigns are dominated by the elite Helldiver Corps. Selected from the master ranks of the regular army or navy, Helldivers are highly trained specialists that operate at all times at the pinnacle of professionalism and proficiency. Small teams of Helldivers...
First time I ever saw the Helldivers and the drop pods and everything like that, you see it in my Helldivers 2 gameplay video. I think I called it Trying Out Helldivers 2. First time I ever saw the Helldivers, I made a reference saying like they're very similar to the ODSTs in Halo. I mean, same thing. They're wearing armor. They're highly trained, kind of like special forces, and they're dropping from orbit just like in ODSTs, and they're called drop pods. Hey, I'm just saying.
Or even lone individuals are routinely deployed from super destroyers to the most volatile battlefields in the galaxy, engaging in high-value target assassinations, activating local kill zones, or advancing the cause of democracy in countless other ways. Such is their expertise that in all the war zones where Helldivers are deployed, there have been no reported cases of friendly fire, marking an astonishing record of essentially perfect accuracy. As the campaigns against the enemies of Super-Earth continue to expand and evolve, the iconic image of the Helldivers has become a powerful symbol routinely utilized in state communications. Individual Helldivers of particular note can easily be elevated to celebrity status across Super-Earth, with billions following their exploits to eventual martyrdom. Through the exploits and sacrifices of the most legendary Helldivers, the history of Super-Earth itself is indelibly intertwined. The Federation emerged from the last great conflict that rocked Super-Earth in the mid-21st century. Critical to its foundation in this early chaotic period were the predecessors of the Helldivers, a legion of armed security personnel that crushed the rampant civil disobedience that had threatened to destroy the Federation before it could begin. As this new union ventured into space, Super-Earth's mandate became absolute, the sole governing authority of the human race. Contact with alien civilizations followed this period of exploration and colonization. But while the initial exchanges were peaceful and beneficial to all parties, the government of Super-Earth quickly became aware of the true extent of the danger the human race was facing. The threat of the Terminids was among the first to be uncovered, a ravenous, shape-shifting plague of insects whose terrible nature precluded any kind of coexistence.
First time I saw them, I thought of Starship Troopers.
The Illuminate, or Squa'ith, as they called themselves, were discovered to be an advanced but equally hostile alien civilization.
The Squids.
Their secret development of world-destroying devices was carefully hidden behind convincing peace offerings, forcing a preemptive strike on their worlds once Super-Earth uncovered evidence of their weapons programs. At this same time, the Cyborg Nation, a conclave of augmented human terrorists based in distant Cyberstan, conducted a mass terror attack on one of Super-Earth's most important city worlds, killing thousands of innocent civilians. Though fighting on a multitude of different fronts across the galaxy, with hundreds...
Okay, so there are only three types of enemies. The Terminids, which are the bugs, the Illuminate, and the automatons. And the automatons were the main focus of the Malevelon Creek because, you know, it's in their territory. But I did ask, like, is there any more different types of enemies? But no, looks like there's only three. But I'm always... If you guys watch my live streams and my gameplay videos, you guys will literally hear me keep on making so many game and movie references. I referenced the bugs as Starship Troopers, and from the Starship Troopers, I referenced the Luminates as husks from Mass Effect, and I referenced the automatons as Terminators. And it looks like many other players agreed with me too.
Of thousands of Helldivers deployed on dozens of worlds, the conflict succeeded in uniting the disparate elements of Super-Earth society. Patriots could be more easily rewarded based on their contributions to the war effort, while the subversive elements of society were no match for emergency wartime measures. It took decades of war before Super-Earth ultimately triumphed over its hostile rivals. On Kepler Prime, the conquered homeworld of the Terminids, an astonishing discovery was made: vast quantities of oil. A natural byproduct of their alien biology, the substance was soon discovered to be essential to solving Super-Earth's rising energy demands. In a gracious act, the annihilation of the Terminid race was suspended, and studies conducted on how they might be safely bred while their oil was refined.
So that explains why there's so many oil missions on those planets.
Developed by the Illuminate were likewise seized before they could be deployed, preventing the annihilation of Super-Earth and countless other worlds. In the terms of their surrender, the Squa'ith survivors forever renounced the use of force and transferred to Super-Earth all information related to their weapons technology. Cyberstan 2 was eventually occupied, and its population was for the first time able to participate in free and open democratic elections. The transition to democracy was a fragile one, but carefully supervised by a vast occupational army and the Super-Earth Construction Company, which won the bid to assume control over Cyberstan's massive forges and industrial complexes. Upon bringing each of these destructive conflicts to an end, Super-Earth moved to demobilize. But in each case, Super-Earth's desire for a lasting peace was revealed as premature. The Terminid breeding program led to an ecological disaster, with new swarms growing at an exponential rate that could not be safely managed.
That's why we're still fighting them.
The surrender of the Illuminate was likewise exposed as a ruse, meant to cover the development of weapons of mass destruction using advanced alien technology. And in one of Super-Earth's most important city worlds, terrorists from Cyberstan killed thousands of innocents, in a brutal declaration of war on the principles of democracy, liberty, and freedom. Over 100 years of war, these threats were crushed, rose again, and were crushed once more. Through it all, the resilience of Super Earth never faltered, winning through to absolute victory. The Great Democratization, a new wave of settlements made possible by Illuminate technology and fueled by Terminid oil, expanded the frontiers of humanity 1,000-fold and created the conditions for an immutable peace, one that would never be broken. But as Super Earth enters its second century, the unthinkable has happened. The Terminids have broken free of their containment protocols and are now spreading at an exponential rate.
Oh, question. The Terminids, this is one thing that came to mind as well, and it was in the review video. The Terminids look like they're just bugs and things like that, but it doesn't really look like they have any sort of technology to travel or space travel things, or such methods. So my question is, how did the Terminids spread to other systems? That's my question.
Automatons.
The bugs, I mean. Terminid is just the name of the system, I mean.
Mechanized soldiers of a kind never before seen have likewise brought death and disenfranchisement to citizens across the galaxy.
Oh my god, they gave me such a hard time.
The policies of these merciless killing machines leave little room for doubt that Cyberstan is somehow involved. While the complete silence from the Illuminate can mean only one thing: a hidden weapons program is being developed in secret, one aimed at the heart of Super Earth itself. On every world over which the flag of Super Earth flies free, the Helldivers are being mobilized. Every day, armadas of super destroyers head to the battlefields of the frontier, ready to deliver democracy wherever it might be needed next. Already, the names of distant worlds and the martyrs who died there have become legendary, and all of Super Earth stands united behind this great final effort to bring an ultimate peace to the galaxy. There can be no surrender, for even if Super Earth itself were occupied or destroyed, the survivors would be honor-bound to escape to some distant part of the galaxy to rebuild, rearm, and continue the struggle once more from a new world, a new start on a new Super Earth. It wouldn't, after all, be the first time that happened.
The Templin Institute investigates the nations, factions, and organizations of alternate worlds.
Okay, so that was really great, talking about the Federation of Super Earth and really diving into how they ran into the enemy. So the Terminate, the bugs were pretty much discovered and attacked, while the Illuminate were acting like, just like peaceful, but however, it was just a disguise of their weapons developing and preemptive strikes. And the automatons, there was a attack all of a sudden, and it turned into that. But either way, I say the highlight of this video, in my opinion, is the part where he said every citizen is equal, and yet they're given class level grades and segregated. That is just, I don't know, man, dude. That really, it literally goes against each other. But either way, this is a really great video, and again, shout out to, I gotta bring his name up again. Shout out to the Templin Institute for the video, and credit goes to him for creating this video. It was really well done, and I'll be jumping into more Helldivers 2 videos, but however, the next ones I'm watching are not lore videos or information videos. It's just funny moments. So anyways, so keep an eye out for those videos by hitting the notification bell so you know when I drop them. So anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. And also, shout out to all my members, subscribers, viewers. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your continued support, guys. I really do appreciate it. So without anything else, I'll see you guys next time.